Hey guys, so welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about BMI. Alright, so BMI is always something that gives me like a total, I don't know, brain glitch. Basically, as being an athlete, I've always either been an overweight or obese, okay, for my BMI. Still to this day, I'm in my overweight, okay? Mentally, that kind of really messes with a lot of people. Right? And a lot of people are put in this category, and then we have huge statistics that like 2/3 of the world is overweight and / obese, and it becomes really worrisome. Now, when I started to think about this stuff and you start to look at where BMI comes from, it can get a little scary. All right, so what do you know? American history, once again, is biased. Wow, surprise. Anyways, so check it out. I just got a little information for you. BMI was invented in the 1830s by this dude. I didn't want to mess his name up, so I just put it right there. All right. So this dude, you will see a lot of information that he is obviously a very smart dude. He was a sociologist, astronomer, mathematician. But at a point in this man's life, was he ever a doctor or physician? Whatever, it's kind of the same thing, I think, or anything necessarily medically related. So right there, I'm not sure why we ever really decided to take his opinion anyways and make it a national standard. But anyways, his main interest in his line of work and the main reason he invented the BMI standard was he was very fascinated in finding the average man. Now, if someone tells me they're trying to find the average man, I don't even, what is that, okay? I feel like there's something a little wrong with someone in the head. There is no average man. There's no what an average person looks like. Well, in my personal opinion, there's no average height, average size. When you're talking about on a wide scale, there is no average. Everybody's life is different. Everybody grows up a different way. Even if you're in the same household, your opinions are probably different. Your views of how you were raised, everything is generally going to be different. So you may find points where you can find like a common ground with people, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to be different. So I'm not worried about changing the past, but I think we should all be worried about our future. Okay? So, big thing is that this was the standard that this man made, and he basically included all the white people, basically everyone who was white. He did include Japanese, South Africans, all that. But if you come from like Greece, India, any part of Africa that is black or brown, they did not include them. So once again, when it goes back to finding the average man, you're trying to find the average white man, not the average man. Anyways, so then we see, once we jump to the 20th century, that insurance companies are using these numbers and statistics to determine how much they should charge people for health insurance. All right. So then, if you guys haven't looked into the National Institute of Health, you should. I think it's very important to be at least somewhat educated on them. These individuals, this agency, whatever you want to call them, they continue to change the definitions of obesity and being overweight. So they changed this in 1985, and then they also changed it again in 1998, which I don't really know. I don't know how you change a standard of obesity. You just need to figure something else out. Anyways, so from here going forward, I think it's really important that, you can understand BMI, understand where it comes from, what it's utilized for. It is supposed to be utilized for bigger populations, not for individuals. And that's how it was originally designed. I think it's important to use these numbers, but I think there's also greater ways for defining your category of where you are on the weight scale. All right, so one of the biggest ones that I would recommend for you to try. Guys, watch your mouth. One of the things I would recommend to you is it's called the waist to hip ratio. And what you're gonna do is your waist over your hips, and then you divide those, all right? And then from those numbers, you can find the chart and they'll tell you if you're high, low, or good to go, okay? So, but basically what this does is that we've seen through history and through research that people who have their concentrated weight in this area here are more likely for predisposed to health issues. So if your waist to hip is good, you are generally better. So, moral of the story, not to be a hater, but your man's is mad outdated, okay? It is about to be 2023. We need to find something more updated that does not come from the 1830s, all right? I know there's great knowledge in the past, but do not sit there and freak out and judge yourself mentally and be destructive to yourself because your BMI is a little high or a lot high, okay? Now, it does have a value in it. I'm not saying totally get rid of it, dismiss it, don't ever think about it again. Keep it in the books. That's it, all right? You know your goals. You know what you need to do. Now, alternative, I'll post it down below. Y'all can let me know what you think, and then see how you feel about your waist to hip ratio. And from there, it's also very important that you can go ahead and look at your body type. So if you're a pear, if you're an apple, all right, figure it out. Let me know what you think. Are you an apple? Are you a pear? Are you a Coke bottle? Are you a triangle? No, I'm kidding. Anyways, I'm a square. Yeah, that's me. All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening to my blah moment. Appreciate you. I hope you have a great day.